Today we are continuing with a series that we started yesterday. It's called Growing into Greatness. So today we're going to consider how do individuals become great? How do people succeed in whatever things they want to do? So today we want to focus greatness, and I'm sure every one of you desire to live that life of greatness. So today I'm going to help you on how you can activate that greatness. It's not something that you think about, it's not something that you wish. Actually, it's something that you do so that you become. So you have to remember that greatness is a matter of decision. You decide to become great. It's not by chance. So I want to challenge you is that you have to evaluate our decision, and the reason was why I want you to listen to this podcast is because I'm going to give you a key that will help you to harness that greatness, so that at the end of this video you'll know how you can become a great person. What does it take to encounter greatness in every area of your life? So there's a secret. Greatness works with principles. You see, principles works everywhere. So if you want to become great, you have to know what it takes. What are some of the things do I need to do on my part so that I may promote that greatness, so that I begin to walk into that greatness? And today's key is you have to employ wise stewardship every day. So today I'm going to talk about stewardship. What's the connection between stewardship and greatness? Actually, there's a great link. So for you to succeed, you have to ask yourself, what is wise stewardship? So wise stewardship means managing your time, resources, and everything that you have been given to make good use of it. You see, greatness doesn't come to the careless. Greatness belongs to people who are faithful with what they have. You know, it's so easy to think that if I have more money, if I have more friends, if I have more of this, that's the moment I will become greatness. But some of us, we fail to understand, we fail to utilize what we already have. So if you are able to maximize on what you already have, you will attract more. So that's why stewardship. So don't ever disregard small things that you have. Maybe your time, your money, your skill. So I've realized that there are two kind of attitudes that differentiate between great people and mediocre people. There is scarcity mentality and there is abundant mentality. So many people, they have allowed their lives to be defined by scarcity mentality, whereby I don't have much, things are wrong. You begin to believe on the wrong things. You begin to see scarcity as a way of life. Scarcity is something that will destroy you. So for you to rise up and to live in a great kind of life that you aspire to be, you have to develop a growth mindset. And that means stewarding everything that you've been given. So there are three things I want you to pay attention. When it comes to stewardship, or when it comes to greatness, you have to steward your time. Each one of us have been given the same 24 hours. So the question is, what are you doing? You see, for example, you may see two people. One may decide to build or to do something constructive with their hours. Another person may waste it. What's the difference? The difference is stewardship. So you have to learn how to manage your time. In fact, time is the most precious commodity. You can lose your money and still get it, but with time is just something that once you have consumed it, once you have spent it, you'll never see that day again. So you have to ask yourself, how have I been using my time? So you have to be very careful and examine and see that I'm living productively each day. Make sure that you are doing your best every time. So the other thing, you have to steward your resources. There's a particular one time I used to have a particular friend who was they were very well off. So I used to go there, watching TV. They had a Wi-Fi, they had a computer, they've got everything. So I remember there's a particular day I went into their house, actually from 8 a.m. to 8. 8 p.m. So the thing that we were doing at that time, we were watching movies, and I've realized that we watch a particular series from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and then I discovered that, hey, this is a great deal of time we are wasting. Instead of using those Wi-Fi to learn a skill or to do something great, I've realized that I wasted a lot of time because everything was there. So when it comes to worship, I'm not saying watching movies is a bad thing, but you have to do it very wisely so that you may not be addicted to television or the other things. So I've realized that, do you know, I've come to realize most of our time get wasted when we scroll endlessly. Yeah? And then there is procrastination. So instead of building something with your life, instead of reading or doing something that is gonna generate you learning something, we waste it in a way that is not reasonably. So I think for you to become great, you have to steward your time and then your resources. And then the other thing is your mindset and your energy. You know, your energy is the greatest asset. You have to do things that gives you energy. You know, working, you know, eating properly, doing all those kind of things that will make you healthy because it's an investment of your time. So stewardship, it will put you in a position to become a great person. So I need to ask myself, how have I been using my time? What are the things that are within my disposal that I'm not using it? Maybe you have a laptop. You see that laptop, you can use it to do photography. You may use it to write a script. So become creative. Anything that you've been given, try to use it to your best of our ability, because that's where greatness is developed. So you have to use your free time well so that you may not make wrong decisions. So greatness begins by using what you have and wisely.